Welcome back to the SAP Business AI series from Aditheos. This is episode 8, Responsible AI. SAP's approach to ethics, governance, and trust. The same capabilities that make AI powerful in enterprise settings also create significant risks when deployed without adequate governance. Generative AI can produce outputs that influence financial decisions, hiring outcomes, supplier relationships, and customer interactions at scale and at speed. Without proper controls, the consequences of a flawed or biased AI system aren't limited to one user or one transaction. They propagate across an organization's most critical processes. This episode is about how SAP addresses that. 5 areas today. Why AI ethics is not optional. What specifically makes AI risk different? SAP's global AI ethics policy, including the most important commitment SAP makes to enterprise customers. The 3 dimensions of ethical AI at SAP: system definition, system engineering, and organizational practice, prompt security, and underappreciated risk in enterprise AI, and regulatory compliance, the EU AI Act, and how SAP's framework positions customers. The word ethics can make this topic feel theoretical. It isn't. What makes AI different from previous technology risk is 3 things: scale, speed, and opacity. A biased hiring algorithm doesn't screen one candidate unfairly. It screens thousands in milliseconds without a single human noticing the pattern. A hallucinating financial model doesn't produce one incorrect analysis. It produces confident-sounding incorrect analyses across every user who queries it. The specific risks SAP's ethical AI framework addresses include algorithmic bias and discrimination, AI models reflecting or amplifying biases in training data, producing unfair outcomes in hiring, credit decisions, or performance evaluations, privacy violations, AI systems collecting, analyzing, or exposing personal data without consent, misinformation generation, generative AI producing convincing but inaccurate content that gets treated as authoritative, intellectual property violations, AI drawing on copyrighted material without appropriate attribution, and lack of accountability, AI making consequential decisions with no clear human responsible for those decisions. These are not hypothetical concerns. They are documented failure modes in deployed AI systems across industries. SAP's responsible AI framework exists to prevent them, not to address them after the fact. Let me start with the commitment that matters most to enterprise customers. SAP does not use customer data to train or refine its AI models or agents. This is a firm policy commitment, not a default setting. This matters because one of the most common concerns organizations have when evaluating AI platforms is whether their proprietary business data, transactions, employee information, customer relationships is being used to improve the vendor's models. SAP's position on this is unambiguous. Your data is yours. It is not an input into SAP's model training. Beyond this, SAP's ethics policy includes prohibitions on surveillance capabilities, discrimination mechanisms, and manipulation tools. These are deliberate constraints, not capability gaps, and the net positive AI commitment. The emissions reduced by AI must exceed the emissions caused by AI. This extends SAP's Net Zero 2030 commitment explicitly to AI development. SAP structures its AI ethics framework across 3 dimensions that together cover the full life cycle of an AI system. The first dimension is AI system definition, setting boundaries before building begins. Proportionality and do no harm. Certain capabilities are off limits entirely. Surveillance tools, discrimination mechanisms, manipulation. These are red lines that are deliberate, not gaps in capability. Sustainability by design. AI development aligned to SAP's net zero commitments from the start. And human oversight, structured three ways. Human in the loop means humans actively participate in the AI decision process. Human on the loop means humans monitor AI decisions and can intervene when needed. And human in command means humans set the parameters and objectives that the AI operates within. These three models ensure that AI augments human judgment. It does not replace human accountability. How AI is built determines how it behaves. SAP's engineering standards include 4 areas: fairness and non-discrimination. Bias testing is embedded in the development process, not added as a post-deployment check. Users can challenge outputs they believe are unfair. Transparency and explainability. SAP provides UI indicators showing when AI is involved in a response and post hoc explanation tools including SHAP, Shapley additive explanations, and LIME, local interpretable model agnostic explanations. These tools help users understand why a model produced a specific output. In regulated industries, that explainability is often a legal requirement. Safety and security. AI systems undergo extensive testing before deployment, are monitored continuously in production, and include fallback mechanisms for edge cases and failure modes, and privacy and data protection. GDPR, CCPA, and other applicable regulations. Data masking, anonymization, and secure APIs are standard components of AI deployments, not optional add-ons. Ethical AI isn't just a technical problem, it's an organizational one. Responsibility and accountability. Humans, not machines, are accountable for AI outcomes. SAP maintains governance mechanisms to ensure that accountability is clearly assigned, not diffused across automated systems. Awareness and literacy. SAP provides free learning resources and community forums to promote responsible AI understanding across its customer and partner ecosystem, and multi-stakeholder governance. SAP actively engages with academic institutions, regulators, and industry partners to shape AI standards and stay ahead of emerging governance requirements. On prompt injection specifically, this is an AI security risk that receives insufficient attention in enterprise settings. An attacker who can embed instructions in a document that the LLM is summarizing can attempt to override the system's instructions and extract sensitive information. SAP's orchestration service addresses this through layered security, input filtering that scans for harmful or anomalous content before it reaches the LLM, data masking that pseudonymizes sensitive information before processing, and output filtering that validates the response before delivery. These protections are not optional, they are built into the orchestration pipeline. The regulatory environment for AI is becoming more demanding, particularly in Europe. The EU AI Act classifies AI systems by risk level and imposes requirements ranging from documentation and transparency to mandatory human oversight and prohibitions on certain applications entirely. SAP's approach is not reactive. The ethical principles embedded in SAP Business AI were developed ahead of regulatory requirements and align with major frameworks including the EU AI Act and the OECD AI principles. SAP's long-standing enterprise governance capabilities, role-based access control, audit trails, data residency options, and certifications provide the compliance infrastructure that regulated industries require. For SAP customers in financial services, healthcare, and public sector, where AI decisions can have significant regulatory implications, this alignment substantially reduces the compliance burden of AI adoption. Key takeaways from this episode. AI ethics is a risk management imperative, not a CSR exercise. The scale of enterprise AI amplifies every governance gap. SAP does not use customer data to train or refine AI models. This is a firm, unambiguous commitment. SAP's framework covers 3 dimensions: system definition, system engineering, and organizational practice. Human oversight is maintained through human in the loop, human on the loop, and human in command models. AI augments judgment. It doesn't replace accountability. Prompt injection protection, data masking, and content filtering are built into the orchestration service pipeline. And SAP's framework aligns with the EU AI Act and OECD AI principles, reducing the compliance burden for regulated industries. 1 episode left in the series. Episode 9 is the practical one, setting up SAP Generative AI Hub, prompt engineering techniques, the prompt registry, and how to build with the SAP Cloud SDK for AI. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the final episode.